Hello and welcome to the Valley Preview. I'm your host, Alistair Dwyer. Well, the 2015-16 racing season at the Valley comes to an end on Wednesday, and we're looking forward to seeing it off with a bang with a great 9-race card. Let's catch up with the track manager, Tony Salisbury, to find out more. Flash, I've had a bit of rain this winter. I believe about 87 mils in the past 30 days. Do you guys like the rain?
Oh, look, this time of year, it's a card that we're dealt, Alistair. It's, as you said, 87 mil of rain for winter so far, and 34 or so that's been in the last week. So pretty much leads us to, at the moment, a heavy 8. This wind's pretty strong here today, forecast again for Tuesday. It may sort of hold that 8, if not perhaps a soft 7. Should we get any more rain, it'll hover at that heavy 8, maybe go down to the 9. So sort of at the mercy of the weather, and we'll see how we go.
We're now joined by the Valley's racing analyst, Ben Spall. Ben, welcome. The last Valley preview for the 2015-16 season all ends up on Wednesday. You got a highlight for us?
Yeah, I think it'd have to be Chautauqua, who's bringing in both, not just the Manikato, but the McEwen Stakes as well, coming from the tail end of the field. And from a punting perspective, the United States was a pretty good result in the Moonee Valley Cup.
Always talking through your hip pocket, mate. Obviously, thanks for asking. Mine was Winx, I think, on William Hill Cox Plate Day. Obvious, I know, but gee, she announced herself. And she might get her name on the back wall again this year, all going well for her and her fans. Let's get stuck into Wednesday's meeting. The Metro Jockeys Premiership creates plenty of interest. Obviously, Craig Williams bags 5 winners on the weekend, closes the gap to Dwayne Dunn with just 1 winner. How do you see them going on Wednesday?
Yeah, it's going to be really intriguing. Craig Williams has picked up 9 rides as opposed to Dwayne Dunn's 7. And even the apprentice title is going to be pretty interesting as well. Dylan Dunn's on 32 wins and Michael Ding on 29, both riding here on Wednesday. So it's certainly going to be very intriguing.
Let's start with race 1. I believe there's 7 2-year-old winners in the race.
Yeah, Cohesion's the class runner who's coming from the Godolphin yard, who caught the eye back in January when it took out the Blue Diamond Preview. It led all the way on that occasion. Actually come here and worked on Friday morning and worked pretty sharply. Craig Williams came down to ride it. He's riding it on Wednesday as well. I think it's going to be pretty hard to beat. Streets of Liberty's the other horse from the Darren Weir stable who's won 2 of its races. Last start in Adelaide was super impressive. Centuro's a horse coming across from the Cavenagh stable in New South Wales. They're always going to be, you've got to be very wary of them when they travel across. And Hot Seat's a horse who I really like on the each-way basis. Barrier 1, jumping, will lead. Similar to its Donald debut, going to be very hard to beat.
And news has just dropped. We've got an extra race on Wednesday, so 9 races. So they've split that 1,000-metre race into 2 divisions.
Yeah, glad they did, because they're both really competitive races. Valiant Warrior heads the weights in race number 5. He's a Tasmanian horse who come out here at the start of last spring and it's got some pretty solid form lines for a race of this calibre. Jake Bayliss takes the weight off from the outside draw. Pretty Possum is a horse who's been racing well in those country sprint races. Jungle Edge loves wet ground, and a couple of names we know pretty well. Bella Capri, Appalachian Annie and Hotel Sierra all race well here at the Valley.
And what did you make of the race 6?
Yeah, Beludi is going to serve it right up to them, I would have thought. It went close to running down Odyssey Moon and Run Sardi at Flemington up the straight the other week. That's excellent form for a race of this calibre. Gun Case is going for 3 in a row for the Weir stable, and its Poet's Day and Petite's Rewards are another, they're always very competitive here at Moonee Valley.
And Benny, can you leave us with a tip? You've had a pretty good season overall, but it all means nothing if you can't get us a winner on Wednesday.
Yeah, going to leave them hanging until the last. Race 9, number 6, a horse called Dulverton, who's going to be ridden by Craig Williams. It's going to have to overcome the wide alley, but gee, when it dropped in grade last time out at Sandown, it was super impressive. Training some pretty good stakes races throughout its career, and I think it's just starting to work its way back towards some pretty good races, and it might be picking this race up on Wednesday.
Thanks for that, Benny. We are throwing the gates open on Wednesday for the general public, free admission. So if you can manage a day off work or, I guess, chuck a sickie, either way, we'd love to see you here at the Valley. That's it for the Valley preview for this season, Benny. We'll be back here on August 20, so looking forward to a whole new season of racing here at the Valley. Just like to thank yourself for taking part, obviously the track manager, Marty Synan, Flash for filling in when Marty's been away. The guy behind the camera, James, does an amazing job. We do this in one take most weeks. It's pretty impressive. But we'll see everyone back here in August 20.
Look forward to doing it all again and finding a few winners.